Good morning, family. Welcome back to the YouTube. This is the daily market outlook for the 12th of December. It is Thursday, so we are at the end of the week. Let's see if we can get some interesting moves. We had some good moves from the areas that I gave out yesterday. So excited to get into the markets today and see what is happening. So as you guys can currently see with the dollar, we still are in this range from this low to this high. So obviously, for our perspective, we still have, predominantly an uptrend. So from this low to this 4 hour higher high, that is our range from the 4 hour. So obviously, keep in mind that the 4 hour is bullish. If I just get my tool from the bottom here to the top, we have now gone below the actual 50% mark. So remember, I always say, it's not exactly like, I need this to happen, but it does help when we do tap around into that 50% or lower of that 50%, because then you know that supply demand can take control and we can start having a movement up if we're following the trend from the higher time frame. So with that being said, let's drop down to the 1 hour. And obviously yesterday we had this movement that I give out, and it worked out perfectly. But as you can see, once we had that movement from here, we took that low. We took that low here, and then we should have necessarily broke this high to create a new high. We didn't get that. So we have to, most importantly, keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind, because usually when we create a trend, when we're on this uptrend and you have these pullbacks, you necessarily want to see, a higher low go and create a higher high. So I am just, waiting and sitting on my hands to see what can happen. As I did mention yesterday as well, we also had this area where I said, if we don't react from here, we can see this area and this imbalance met. You can obviously, if you want to, put it up to, this area, which probably makes more sense because it's a fuller candle. And as you guys can see, we have met that candle currently, and we have tapped in, and we've also taken out liquidity, which is sitting at the bottom just above that demand area. So with that being said, let me just put this. So that is lit taken, tapped in, filled in imbalance, tapped into the demand area. What I would be now waiting for is to see if we can get that break. Now, as you can see, the 1 hour candle still got 24 minutes left. But I would like to see a break of these highs that are all above and a candle closure. So if this candle here can close above this, then on the 15-minute, that will give me a confirmation, or the 30-minute, to then look for a trade upwards. So as I just said, if we can get a candle closure above these, we can get a candle closure above these, because that for me looks like a liquidity sweep that is tapped into this little 30-minute supply zone, 50-minute supply zone. So again, I will need to see a strong finish above to actually confirm that we can then start to look for buyers. Currently, as we can tell, we are reacting from this 15-minute supply area. So what does that tell me? So that tells me that what we could wait for is, if you look at this as well, these are Asian highs with a supply zone. What can happen is what I just said. We can start to naturally, go above and carry on. Or if we break below this low and we come down and we carry on, then obviously sales are back in control, and we need to go looking for buys on, GU, EU, NU, AU, so on and so on and so on. So sit on your hands at the moment. Let's see and wait for let's sit on our hands and wait for what happens, and actually be patient with it. And there's no need to rush as well. So make sure that you guys are patient. Over the next couple of hours, we should see that confirmation to see what happens. So that is what we've got for the dollar. Now, I've not fully marked out any of the charts. I did a little bit. But let's go straight into GU. And it's the same for GU, but obviously vice versa. So again, we're still stuck in that range. We are still stuck in that range. We obviously had that movement from up here, and then we had a movement down from this supply area as well. This is not, for me, a 1 hour break. It looks more like a liquidity sweep. And then if you look at the top, we've had another liquidity sweep as well. If I probably go down to the 30-minute 15, we might have tapped into more of a, as you can see, we've got a little bit of imbalance. and tapped into more of a 30-minute, 15-minute supply area as well. Yeah, which you can tell. Let me just put it as a 15-minute supply. So deeper into that range. Does look like a clean liquidity sweep. As you guys can see, we took out all these highs from Asian yesterday, and also that would have been New York's high as well yesterday. And this is where we was reacting from out of the supply area, but we didn't again break below. As I always say, if we go up like we did, we had this area here to react from. When we come up, we necessarily want to see the trend carry on and break this low. If we break that low, that confirms that obviously GU was going to carry on down. We didn't get that. So because we didn't break that low, as you can see, we had that 15-minute downtrend where we had these higher, lower lows and lower highs, and then we just kind of like trended back up. So again, keep an eye on that. It's not exactly concrete to say, yes, this is what's going to happen. What I would like to see happen is, well, you can see we can break these lows, and maybe just, I'd look for two break structures. So we can break these lows because we've had that liquidity sweep. And if we can get one break structure and it's clean, and then two break structures, that's when I will then try and participate in looking to sell this market down. So for GU, that is what I'm keeping my eye out. Eye on, but for now, let me just quickly go back to the 1 hour. The first roadblock will be this area here. So again, this area here will be the first roadblock, which is a 1 hour demand area. So again, that is vital in this movement because that was a 50-minute downtrend, but also understand that we're stuck inside this low here and this high here. The way that that's liquidity swept that, obviously we can naturally see this happen. So please bear in mind, we can naturally see this happen and just carry on upwards. So make sure that you're aware of that. If you want to be a bit more sitting on your hands and you don't want to get in from two break structures from a 15-minute, I would recommend us breaking either this low or this low. And if we can see, the breaks below, then you can be more comfortable and confident of us now carrying on that downtrend. So, that is what I've got currently for GU. Again, if you're willing to, to take the trade ideas, don't hesitate. Like if you're going to take a loss, you're going to take a loss. You have to participate in the markets to make money, to, pass funded accounts, to, make money in your live accounts. Like you have to participate. But remember, dollar is in control. Always follow what the dollar does. And then GU, EU, etc., should play its part. So let's get back into now. EU. So EU looks a lot more cleaner. I like this candle as well from the 4 hour so far. Obviously, I know we've got an hour and 20 left. We have still got supply in control. So, 1 hour supply, or just supply in general is in control because we've not had a clean break from this 4 hour demand area. Again, what I would like to see, and if I just go, in fact, let me just get rid of this. I would like to see this area here. So this area, let me just make it a bit bigger if I can. This area here break. I'd like to see this area break in order for us to say that we're going to obviously continue up. So we would need to see a break above in order to be comfortable to carry on this trend. For now, do not even hesitate with trying to look for buys, in my opinion, because as we drop down, you'll be able to see that, look, for 1 hour supply, we broke structure, come back up, tapped into 1 hour supply, come back down, broke structure. We had this 4 hour supply that didn't get mitigated with this pullback. We then broke structure again, and this is where yesterday I called out this area from here, and then we've had that big movement down. So let's drop down to the 1 hour. And as you guys can see currently, it's pretty much the same. We're getting some good movement from here right now. If I drop down, yeah, I've already got it written down. If I drop down to the 15, yeah, there should be, that candle is a 15-minute supply. So again, can we see these areas below broke? Can we see a nice clean break below? And then I will be happy to start selling EU and continually following the trend that we do have. So yeah, pretty much keep an eye on that. Also understand now that, if we go back to the 1 hour, also understand that demand is still in control here. This last down candle is the demand area, which we are currently in from a 1 hour standpoint. So again, we could naturally just see this just carry on up here. We can see this just carry on from here upwards. So always remember, even if you're looking at a lower time frame and you have that bias, we need to see like what actual, areas are we in? Can we get that break below that? And if we can get that break below, that will then confirm that maybe supply now is going to be more in control, because this now is in control from a 1 hour standpoint. If we break, this is now not in control. Now I'll be confident enough to sell the markets after getting, consistent confirmations. So EU, that is what I've got so far. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys from a 1 hour and a lower time frame perspective. Let's go to NU. Pardon me. So NU has broke above. We had this 4 hour supply area, which was from here yesterday. And we was having some good reaction from that 4 hour supply area, as you guys can see. And we did start to react, but we didn't have no consistent break. Like if you look, we didn't have no real consistent break. And then we've had this momentum that has come up today, and obviously gone above that. So for me, I don't have any sell areas currently for NU. If I go to the 4 hour, let's just double check. Go to the 4 hour. Let me just go to the 2 hour. 2 hour, yeah, we're in this little 2 hour supply area here. There's 2 hour supply area that we do have. So that could be a potential area that we're looking for. But again, let's see if we can get a break, because our next roadblock, if I just go back to the higher time frame, our next roadblock will be here. This 4 hour demand area. Let's see if I can refine it a little bit. That's pretty much that. Yeah, pretty much that whole area that I've just given out, that'll be the first roadblock. So again, I'm just not liking the look of this. For me, the 1 hour demand has taken control, because obviously we was in big downtrends, as you guys can see, and then we've come up. That should have created the low. It didn't. So with that being said, because of this now, demand has now taken control. So with that being taken control, just keep an eye on that. Also, we go down to maybe the 13 and 15 minute. You can see that we are currently, let's go down to the 15. Yeah, you can see that these would have been your Asian lows, and we are currently reacting from this candle here. Let me just get this. Oh, we are currently reacting from this candle here. Still, we've taken out, 1 second, we have taken out these lows. So again, this could be the continuation for this to basically carry on upwards as well. So again, nothing's really clear. Nothing's really giving us that, yes, I need to get in, like this is perfect setup, especially for NU. So again, just sit on your hands. I want to see a break below this for me to participate in sells. Like 100% see a break below this for me to participate in them sells. Hopefully you guys can see why. Last 50-minute demand area, if we can break below, this will be our next roadblock. But if it's not clean, like for me, I'm not even gonna look at NU. Truthfully, I ain't looking at NU. Just to be honest, like there's no point at all. So going into AUD USD. So going into AUD USD, first thing that I obviously want to see is this 4 hour supply zone met. And we have had that break up above to carry on into the deeper part. We are also below the 50% now. Sorry, above the 50% as well. So we could just get a reaction from there at any time. But again, I would like to see this 4 hour supply area met. Let me just mark this out and set an alert. And if I just quickly go to the daily, let's see what I can see. Yeah. Yeah. So 4 hour, we still have some of the market to, need to be rebalanced. So 4 hour perspective, we're in this lower high and this 4 hour lower low. In fact, let me just get this 4 hour lower low here. Don't know why that says 4 hour high. So that is my range from this lower high to this lower low. So let's see if we can get a reaction from this area, and potentially what we can look out for if we go down to the 1 hour is we are obviously in that uptrend. We was in the continuing that downtrend yesterday. So as you can see, we had these big downtrend that was happening. And then this area coming to that supply area that I give, and we didn't get the reaction that we wanted. I didn't take a sell, thankfully, and now we've obviously started to react upwards. So I have this 1 hour candle here. It's 1 hour demand area, which I'm keeping an eye on. So again, with that 1 hour break, truthfully, the dollar's following. I'm happy to probably take a buy from here if we can see this move cleanly off it. For sure, this would be my main priority right now, rather than anything else, because if you look at the 1 hour, we have had that shift and we're not quite in that 4 hour yet. So again, can we see a buy up into there and then get that reaction down from here? Or are we just going to carry on and potentially create a new demand area and then wait to see reaction from here? And if we do not get that, sorry, if we get that reaction, you can then potentially sell and also buy from this area. So then you can hedge the market. So AU, that is pretty much what I'm looking at for today. GJ, it paid me well yesterday. I'm not really interested in GJ just because I got it. I got a move yesterday, so I don't really want to mark up GJ just yet. USD CAD, I'm going to focus on the dollar pairs. As you guys can see, we did have a reaction from this 1 hour demand area, which did meet, and we had a nice candle as well. So if the timing was right, I'll be truthful with you, I would have probably looked at entering a trade from here. Yes, we didn't get a liquidity sweep, but just the institutional move that happened, I would have most likely tried to, buy from this area. As we're looking right now, I can't really see nothing clean. We have taken out this low, of course, which could play in tats. We're coming deeper into this candle. So can we potentially see a move from this area? Maybe. Maybe we can potentially see a move from this area. But again, the confirmations have got to be right on the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame to participate. And if we're following the dollar, which obviously we should be, dollar is going up. Dollar is going up currently so far. So yeah, if the dollar's going up, you usually want to see USD CAD go up as well. So that would be something to keep an eye on. Are we taking out these two lows right now as liquidity? Because they're pretty much equal lows, as you can see. And if we can get a break above one of these, then obviously we'll be looking for them buys above. So USD CAD, let's go to USD CHF. Woo, what's going on here? So USD CHF, let's go to the 4 hour. We had our 4 hour supply areas that we given out yesterday. I didn't get in any of these trades, as you guys know, and the reason for that is because let's follow structure from a 1 hour. We had a higher high, 1 hour higher high, 1 hour higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So let me know, do you think that we're still in an uptrend? Do you think that demand is still in control? I do. Bless me. So the 1 hour uptrend is still in control. So there's no need for me to even be looking at these sell points. And now, if I just simply get rid of these, because they are now pretty much irrelevant, obviously we keep this one, but it does look like we're going up. I will now be playing into the fact that I want to see us come back below here. Come back below here. If we can get USD CHF to eventually come back down and then move away from here. Because again, as I said, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Ooh, don't know why it's froze. Higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So we are in that uptrend for the 1 hour. And let me just quickly go down to the one. me get rid of this. Yeah, 1 hour area, which let's refine this area. If we can refine this area to about these two candles, that's where I will be now looking to try and buy this market up. So again, that is what my predominant thoughts are. That is my main zone. If we are literally just taking out these highs and we can break below this candle here, then yes, again, that would have been just a liquidity sweep of all this. And we will then obviously be looking for sells. But the way that the market is reacting and this nice institutional candle, I don't think that we should be looking or even thinking about sells right now. I think for USD CHF, we need to be thinking, can we see if we can get a position to look for the buyers in and around this area. So that is pretty much it for today. Keeping an eye out on these areas throughout the Thursday. If I am free on my laptop and in the house, in the villa, I will send the markups into my Telegram. So make sure that you go to my bio on YouTube and obviously check the Telegram out, and also give us a follow on Instagram. And if you need anything, don't hesitate in reaching out to me via Instagram. But yeah, have an amazing Thursday. I hope you all have a blessed rest of the week. And if you guys can, like the videos, share them to your friends, plug one of your mates into these videos. Because we are helping people, and that is the main thing. So yeah, take care, God bless, and we will catch up throughout the day or tomorrow. Take care.